Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Yeah, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, I'm just tryna get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the second grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid.
Boss Cowboys.
Your voice matters.
And it does. Man, this is an interesting one. Because the Redshirts was always the 2-year all-in plan for the Dallas Cowboys.
You want answers?
So, I'm going to break it down, man. This is one where I really had to dig, had to think. This is all-in. This is a version of all-in. Now, if you just want to be mad, go ahead and click off. But if you want answers,
You want answers?
you came to the right place. Just make sure.
You can't handle the truth.
Yeah. Because I'm going to give it to you regardless, or I wouldn't be me. Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters. Let's go.
Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Let's go.
No watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. New watch, no diamonds, no watch, good timing, yeah. Need no middleman, I'm the man to man, send it in. I like what I like, me, I know my rights is sipping in. I like having fun, I do what I want, it's what it is. For my son and son, for my daughters, yeah, it's for my twin. I work through the night, I do what I like, get a check, I go for the ride. I've been down the ride for the win. Still move on the hush, never run for none. I face my fears, I just drop for 9 month to month.
Let's
still
go.
From year to year. No watch, no diamonds, no watch.
JC Cowboys Nation in the house. What's up, boy?
New watch, no diamonds,
Tyrone
no watch,
Church in the
good
house.
timing, yeah, I'm sporty and rich. I'm sporty and rich. I'm sporty and
V.I.
rich. Do it
What's
again,
up?
again, again. I'm sporty and rich. I'm sporty and rich.
Let's go.
I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. Get some checks, I invest, and I spend a check.
Yeah.
Spend a check, get it back, then I take a risk.
Let's go.
Only race is the human, I take care of my skin. I was doing this as a rookie, now I'm up to bat. Set the trend, set the pace of play. I don't trip, but if I fall, bet I make a way. I take trips in the fall,
What
what's the
up?
least change? I like to treat every day like it's my B-day.
Man, don't treat every day like it's your B-day.
No watch, good timing, yeah.
Sometimes you need to slow down.
New watch,
Real.
no diamonds, new watch, good timing, yeah.
Oh.
I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again. I'm sporty and rich, I'm sporty and rich.
Let's go.
I'm sporty and rich. Do it again, again, again.
Man, welcome to Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Do it again, again, again.
And I need all the executives to have a seat.
Do it again, again, again.
Man, let's go. All right. So listen, man, I'm finna give y'all the. Yeah. Let's go. Hey. Huh? What's up? Yeah. What's up? Alright. So, but listen, here we go, man. Let's get it. My boy Oscar. You better hit me up on Twitter, man. For real, I'm serious. Don't forget that. All right. But hey, I gotta give y'all that business today. All right. I gotta give y'all that business today. And I'm gonna tell y'all something before I get into this, man. Man, and listen, let me slow down real quick. This is real talk. This is real talk right here. Even more. My boy say, brother for life. For life. For life. Hey, hit me up on that DM, bro. For real. I got you. On some good stuff. Real good stuff. You gonna like what I gotta say. And I appreciate you, bro. We go talk. But man, alright, getting to this sauce. Alright, getting right into it. The Redshirts was always the 2-year all-in plan. And before I get into this, I'm gonna warn y'all and tell y'all something just out the gate. I have never been the one to give content to make you feel good. Never. I'm never the one that's gonna placate and let people Goldilocks my content into trying to give you stuff you want to hear. Never. So if I'm telling you some things, it's researched. It's very researched. And sometimes as you going and you looking at the evidence, it's actually better than what you thought. So I'm gonna tell y'all right now, as I looked into this, the red shirt strategy is actually better than what a lot of y'all thinking. Now, some of y'all thinking the Cowboys are tanking to get Dak out of here. I'm gonna tell you right now, that's not the case. And I'm gonna prove it today. This is one of those shows you gotta stay with from literally the beginning to the end, because I'm gonna lay out all the evidence. I'm also lay out times in the past we was kind of smelling it, we was sensing it, we was speculating, but we was right on. And it all played up into today. And I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna play out. All right. So, but I want to first say that because sometimes when you hear something opposite of what you've been thinking, you can become stubborn. You can just no. The strategy of the Cowboys is trash. I don't care what you say. I'm not listening, boss, because it sounds like you're trying to give us good news. Nothing good is happening right now. That's why I had to start off saying, bro, before I start telling y'all some things, because some of this is good. Some of this is good. Just make sure you're not one of them people that's
You can't handle the truth.
all right. And I'm gonna tell you sometimes the worst type of people before I get going. Sometimes the worst type of people are the people that just want to stay mad. Sometimes them people just like, it get to a point where because you trying to stay mad, you annoying. You are an annoying person. Cause I'm not in it to stay mad. Nah. I want answers. I want solutions. You know what I mean? I want solutions. That's what I'm in this for. I want answers that's gonna pull us closer to a championship. And alright, I'm gonna show this and then I'm gonna get into the content. So if y'all been just chilling, keep chilling. Yeah, keep chilling. But I'm gonna say something too. Happy Resurrection Sunday. This is a very big deal in my life as well. I had to go to the service today. My life has changed again, and I really appreciate my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. With all my heart, for real. He's a good God, and I really appreciate the sacrifice. I would also recommend that all my Christian brothers and sisters never say Easter, because Easter is actually a pagan holiday. It's a tradition that we should never say the right thing to say if we're honoring the Lord the correct way is to call it what it is. It's a celebration of the resurrection. It has nothing to do with rabbits and eggs. Just keeping it real. So I'm gonna just give y'all some truth on that. Whenever we say stuff like, hey, happy Easter, and that's okay. Some people don't know this, but Easter is a fertility god. It was a female fertility god. The proper way to celebrate Christianity is to call it Resurrection Sunday. Nothing else. Nothing else. Because what you're doing is you're confusing people. You're confusing people. Because some people research this stuff and they say, wait. Rabbits, eggs? Rabbits, eggs, Jesus? It don't mix, because it don't. I know I ain't supposed to preach to you today, but I'm gonna give you the truth. It's Resurrection Sunday. And matter of fact, those eggs actually represented in the actual pagan ritual blood. Painted eggs, it was blood from sacrifices. Don't twist my Lord up with that. Just keeping it real. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to lecture people. I'm just keeping it real so that we have understanding, so we don't confuse people. Amen. Appreciate the super chat. My boy said, brother for life. And then Darren said, for real, he said, he is risen, boss. Much love. Big day. Yes, indeed, bro. I woke up this morning like, man, he was getting up right when I was getting up. Man, for me. You know, so anyway, happy Resurrection Sunday, man. And if you don't believe, that's fine. Talk to me and maybe I can get you to do that. And if not, it's your business. All right, let's go. All right, let's get into the content. Well, before I get to the content, I want to say this because I'm still, to me, got to lay the case. I got to lay out the case. Because somebody saw me right, in my opinion. My boy said, Boss Cowboy, I don't know how often you hear this, but I want to thank you for going beyond the surface level material and creating a unique platform. I know it can be thankless and sometimes come with negativity. I can always count on you to tell the truth. And then he also said, my boy Cedric said, even when it's something I disagree with or don't wish to hear, you are able to put your fandom aside and give the truth. You are more than a content creator. You're a problem solver. I continue to watch because it's like medicine. It's not always pleasant, but it's effective. So I want to say that before I get into this content, because I know some people just want to hear that we're doing nothing and they setting up DAC and all this kind of stuff, and it's not the case. Okay. So here we go. Getting into the content. The first thing I'm gonna do is show the days in which we was speculating, right? So if we go back to May 2nd, 2023, where we actually was covering the final word on the NFL grades. It's a good show. You need to go back and watch it, right? We was sensing it, okay? But it was speculation, right? We was sensing it, all right? We was sensing and we was calling it a budget draft, right? All of us was saying it. We was like, this draft was not like they drafted for contention or to get us over the hump. This draft was as if they drafted to fire people into the future, right? And so we was speculating about it. So before I catch you up to now, I want to take you back in that time to then and just show you a few clips and just kind of fast forward it. I'm going to tie it into the all in and everything. All right. So you got to stay with this show. This show is going to be like class. You got to think on this show. So it's going to be case by case. So let me first start off where I was talking about it. Let me cut this music real quick. Give me 1 second. Let me pull it. I should have already had it ready. I always do that, bro. I should have always had it ready. And when I don't, you get these awkward silences. But hey, it's what you got to do sometime. All right, here we go. Got it set up now. So just listen. Right. So let's just go just real quick. So in a nutshell, I'll say this. they failed in terms of being aggressive. They passed on doing things the way that they normally do it, where they draft these guys to replace guys into the future. Yep. And see, we was speculating right there, you know. And so this is one where I go deeper into it, and we was kind of slightly disagreeing, but I'm gonna sum it up at the end. Listen. And I was saying they basically drafted guys to fire people into the future. Listen. But let me say this. I'm feeling a little bit better about the draft. And I'm not a Kool-Aid drinker. Because I am looking at it in two ways. You know what I mean? And I can be honest on both ways, right? Where I know from a contention standpoint, they was not aggressive. They was not aggressive. And going into this draft, I've been big. What didn't I say? I've been thinking about you, bro. I've been saying that for 2 weeks. I've been saying big, been saying for the longest that we not aggressive. And it was staying with me, bro. It was staying with me. And I was like, I think we finna go budget. I said, I think we finna go budget. In other words, we getting ready to think about future budgets other than drafting guys to get us over the hump that year. And we did. But this is the good news, because it's bad news, then it's good news. First of all, the good news is that we really only needed one position mainly, or two: running back and left guard, right? Yep. So with those two positions, everything else is quality, in my opinion, you know. So I think the Dallas Cowboys had the luxury, just keeping it real, to draft for budgets into the future. On some of it, I wish they would have been aggressive. Like round 2, that would have been the place to be aggressive for me. Like what Tuck said. Why didn't you go up and get Bergeron? Now, we've been saying on this show, we said you gonna have to go up either round 1 or you have to go up round 2. There's no way Matthew Bergeron, after them first wave of tackles, get wiped out. We all knew there's no way he was gonna make it to us, because it wasn't that many tackles, guards in the second. Right. So obviously they was gonna get wiped out. You know what I mean? So it was like, if you like the guy, if they complete you, and DMV and now, we was also calling him a guard. We was like, yeah, we see him playing the guard right now. That can be your hybrid plan. And it's amazing that on a lot of things we was saying everything the Joneses and Will was saying, in terms of draft for the future and contention window. That's why Will McClay said he helps us now and to the future. That's exactly what we've been saying on this show. So let's just go just real quick. So in a nutshell, I'll say this: they failed in terms of being aggressive. They passed on doing things the way that they normally do it, where they draft these guys to replace guys into the future. They passed on doing things the way that they normally do it, where they draft these guys to replace guys into the future. Just real quick. So in a nutshell, I'll say this: they failed in terms of being aggressive. They passed on doing things the way that they normally do it, where they draft these guys to replace guys into the future. Just real quick. So in a nutshell, I'll say this: they failed in terms of being aggressive. They passed on doing things the way that they normally do it, where they draft these guys to replace guys into the future. Yeah, I'll say this: they failed in terms of being aggressive. They passed on doing things the way that they normally do it, where they draft these guys to replace guys into the future. Yep. But see, remember then it was what? Speculation, right? So we was speculating then, and I'm gonna still show some points in it because Jay Tuck talked about something that's gonna relate to now. Okay, it's gonna relate perfectly to now. All right, so I want y'all to pay attention because I said we building this whole case I'm gonna say your chat, Chris. That's a good question. I'm gonna get back to it. And if y'all get some super chats, go ahead and put them in there. I'm gonna put them to the side. I'm gonna answer your questions when I get to the super chat session. That's a very good question, Chris. So here we go. Let me play my boy Tuck, because Tuck talked about something that's gonna relate perfectly to today if you pay attention, right? So let me go back, cue this up. We go break this down. All right, here we go.
So for me, I agree with everyone. This was an absolute future draft, and I feel like that's kind of the numbing effect when it comes to when we look at future draft. And I feel like was an absolute future draft, and was an absolute future draft, and was an absolute future draft. And I feel like that's kind of the numbing effect when it comes to when we look at this draft. For me personally,
yeah. So you mean to tell me we wasn't on it? You mean to tell me? See, I want to say something. This was not easy to say then. See, this was after the draft when everybody wants you to be so optimistic and praise every pick. No, the team, they had integrity and they said what was true. And this was not easy to say, man. Shout out to Tuck, especially Tuck and the OC. I'm gonna show you, the OC went crazy, and I respect them even more when I look back at this. You know what I mean? Because I know they are choosing to say what's not popular, but what's actually true. And now you can see that they was telling the truth.
Because one, last year's class, it had a kind of a layer of injuries that had to happen for us to even see a lot of those players.
Listen close to what he's saying.
Last year's class, it had a kind of a layer of injuries that had to happen for us to even see a lot of those players. As it had a kind of a layer of injuries that had to happen for us to even see a lot of those players. Tyler Smith, even Deron Bland, and even Sam Williams kind of rotation. So I feel like even this year, there's an additional wall from last year's class that's going to be ahead of this year's class that would need to fall out in order for us to see a lot of these problems.
He said they got a what? He said they got a what? What has to happen to see some of these?
Fall out in order for us to see a lot of these prospects. So,
what'd he say?
Fall out in order for us to see a lot of
Don't it make sense now? Now, if you just want to be mad, go ahead and click off. Just click off. But if you want
answers?
If you just want to believe that we unloaded all these guys just because we trying to sabotage Dak, okay, fine. You can click off and believe that. But if you actually look at the logic of what we were saying and what Tuck was saying, this is the fallout. This is the wall that had to come down for us to see the Redshirts. It is what it is. It is what it is. It's what we doing. That's what I'm saying. It's not as bad as what we think. It's not as good as what we think. This is also very intentional. This is also what I'm saying. This is a 2-year plan. This is also very much all in. Don't you kid yourself.
These prospects. So, Law mentioned Sam Richards out of North Carolina. He was a guy I watch highly because y'all know I love his wide receiver out there in North Carolina and Josh Downs, right? He's going to have to really sit back and he's going to have to be behind that wall if Tyron Smith goes.
That boy talking about that wall. Y'all better listen.
Down. Then Matt Willet's goes down. Then, like there's going to be a lot of different variables that have to happen before we can actually see the benefits of that pick.
Yeah, so it should be making sense, right? The wall coming down. The wall came down. This is just different than what other teams are doing. It's different. And that's what upsets some of us. We want us to build like other teams. That's what upsets some of us. Let me play this last clip and then we go. Then fast forward to now. But this was May 2nd, 2023, and this was right after the draft. All right. This is right after the draft, but remember, we was speculating. We was sensing it. But it wasn't confirmed. If you stay with me, I'm going to show you where it's confirmed that this is a full-fledged, all-out strategy. Then we was speculating. We was like, they must be getting ready to fire some dudes into the future. They must be getting ready to do that because that's the only way last year's draft made sense. Because it was obviously not a draft of if you trying to go all in for contention. It was a draft to where you was thinking ahead more than thinking about now. I'm just telling you the truth, bro. Let me show y'all OC, then I'm gonna show you Tuck. Cause I think both of them had some funny points, but the OC went crazy. Look at the OC. Listen to OC.
I'm an offensive line guy.
OC.
No, I'm mad at y'all because you're not. I'm mad at y'all. I'm mad because you're not putting it down the way you need to put it down. You're not telling the people what they really need to hear. And with the people, excuse me, sir. Let me complete my thought. Listen, what the people really need to hear is that we don't have a sure starter in this draft, and we hope we get productivity out of one or two of these guys. That's what the people really need to hear. That is what the people, that is the truth, that is the whole truth, and that is nothing but the truth. So help me, God. And I hate the Cowboys for drafting all backups. And I thought about the draft for 2 days. I don't care what you say. I can slice it. Give me at least a starter or two out of this draft. God bless Mozzie. I hope he comes in here and he starts, because you know what? There's no mercy in the dojo, and you better come in here and get some productivity, because after that first year, your time is up, sir. You better be in here smashing pumpkins and making tackles for long.
I told OC he was going too hard, and he was right. Right at the end, I was drinking Kool-Aid, and he was right. Listen,
smashing pumpkins and making tackles for long.
I told my boy was right.
Year, your time is up, sir. You better be in here smashing pumpkins and making tackles for long.
But hey, I'm proud of him for that, man. The OC stood on it. He didn't shake under nothing. He stood on it. Man, I was like, boy. See, when you look back and you look and you say, bro, that was not easy, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm proud of you, OC. I'm very proud of you, man, for just standing on truth, bro. Yeah, Oscar. That boy was so right. It wasn't even funny, bro. It like, and I love how he stood on it. He stood. If y'all got a second, let me pull up where he really went hard on us. Do y'all got a second? Let me pull it up, man. This gonna be worth it. I done had this ready, but I'm gonna pull it. The OC went crazy on us. Hold on real quick. Oh, okay. Here it is. I wasn't gonna play this one because that one already made the point. But watch OC here, man. If you tell me the OC didn't come in like a man, if you telling me that he didn't come in on a mission, watch how about my OC go hard as he mad that we didn't make no picks for contention. Watch this. Watch the homie. Watch him.
Break it down one more time, because they ain't liking what I'm saying right now. So you saying that Law is saying that this draft was shitty, but no, what I'm saying is no. We got the poop spray. You spray it in the water, and we can pretty much draft whoever we want because nobody can smell the.
Man, listen, guys. I'm sorry. I apologize.
Don't do it, man. They hate you, man.
I'm sorry, man. Listen, I'm gonna say something here. All five of y'all right now, and I'm sorry to say this. I'm sorry to get on here and have to say what I'm about to say right now. Okay? All five of y'all are soft. Y'all soft as Charmin. Y'all soft as wet toilet tissue. because ain't none of y'all telling the real truth about this situation. This is a draft of backups. You drafted backups. We don't have one sure thing in this draft. We got Mozzie that has good potential, right? He was the second best, probably defensive interior lineman in here besides Jalen Carter. So you drafted him. Overshot was an overdraft. It's no way he should have got drafted with that second pick. Yes.
No, I was with you. I said only two people was gonna play. I said only two people was gonna play.
Why you coming here smashing on people like
Yeah,
that?
I'm only
No, I'm telling the truth. That's all y'all talking about. I'm sick of this. No, I was listening to this. I was listening.
Ooh, that boy OC. But we wasn't soft. What happened was the OC came in late. That's what happened. So, and he was just mad. So he just came in there firing. And I respect the passion greatly. But Tuck also had a comment, and I'm gonna still get to this all in stuff. I ain't gotta show. Well, let me show Tuck comment, and then I'm gonna put it all together because this is still important. Listen.
I just can't get with the philosophy. And like I said, me and Boss talked about this yesterday on the show. It's like sometimes when you know too much, it kind of impacts you, and I feel like we did so much. Yeah. Where it's just like, nah, bro, like you can sell that to the average fan and be like, oh, well, Luke was the highest rated player on our board at the time. Nah, because like if Luke Schoonmaker was your highest rated player at 58, then I need to take that in Will McClay badge back, and saying that Will McClay I trust badge back, because there's no way you can convince me over Trenton Simpson or Cyrus Torrance or Drew Sanders that you had Luke Schoonmaker at a higher graded value. Like, no,
they was budgeted. No, they was budgeted.
No,
they was budgeted. No, they was budgeted. No, they was budgeted. They was budgeted. Yeah, we was sensing it. Now, people was, oh, come on, you guys, be positive. Come on, guys, come on. And Will McClay, I trust. And it was like, nah, bro, ain't no way Schoon made sense over so many good players that could have got us a little bit better. You mean to tell me Tank Dell couldn't have helped Dak? And see, we was all over here like, no, I'm not gonna pom-pom this draft, because this is obviously a draft for the future. Yeah. But see, then it was speculation. And then Jerry started talking, right? And Jerry started to allude even stronger the speculation, but he'll start moving it to confirmation. It was getting closer. It was getting closer. So let's fully really break down what Jerry said, right? Let's really break down this all in. Hold on real quick. Let me set it up. All right, here we go. I'm going to break this down. Here we go.
And yes, I would say that you will see us.
Hold on. That might be the wrong clip. Yep, that's the wrong clip. All right, hold on. It's this one.
Is there a thought process of going all in? I mean, you guys have tried to win and plan for the future. Is there any change?
See, now also listen closely, and notice that Clarence Hill also said y'all also planned for the future. So he was saying y'all look like y'all drafted for the future. Listen close.
Is there a thought process of going all in? I mean, you guys have tried to win and plan for the future. Is there any?
You hear him say that? Y'all tried to win and plan for the future, which is what we were saying. It was a budget draft, right? So A lot of people got this all in and they ran with it. But really listen.
Change of, hey, we need to go all in this year. Is there any focus or thought process on putting all the chips in to put a win on the field, including what you do with free agency?
I would anticipate, with looking ahead at our key contracts that we'd like to address, we'll be all in.
So he said with the key contracts we want to address, we'll be all in. Yeah. Which he obviously was talking about his guys. He telling you what their all in was the whole time. Right? The same all in they've been having. Right? We pay our guys, our best guys. Yeah. But see, people that wanted us to be aggressive in free agency, they thinking, Jerry lied to me. He lied. He said he was going all in. This free agency does not look like that. It looks like he was lying. Nah, he was telling you the whole time. Ain't now. Our all in is we go pay our guys. You asked about all in. I'm telling you. Yeah. Yeah. He ain't lie.
I would anticipate we'll be all in at the end of this year.
And see, you see, that was real smooth. That was real smooth. See, you gotta listen at the end what he said. At the end of this year. Listen.
Be all in at the end of this year.
Oh, you let that slip out. He let that look.
I would anticipate we'll be all in at the end of this year.
Oh, by the end of this year. See, we wanted it by the first week of free agency. He told you what his all in was. Angie, am I lying? Am I lying? Paul, am I lying? Westbrook, am I lying? I'm not lying. Now, like I say, if you want to be mad, just go ahead and click off. But if you want
answers?
You came to the right place.
I would anticipate we'll be all in at the end of this year. So when you say, is there any thought, I think we'll strain our, we'll push the hell out of it.
Okay. Is that doing something different than you had in the past in that respect?
Well,
let me also say something too. I gotta tell y'all the truth, man.
You can't handle the truth.
You want your owner doing that too. You want all your GMs doing that. What you talking about, boss? He not telling us straight up what he doing. All right, let me come here. Let me talk to you. Let's talk. In a copycat league, why you go tell everybody your in-depth strategy?
You can't handle the truth.
I want him talking in code where it takes somebody like me. I'm just good at breaking this stuff down, right? I don't want him to tell his entire draft strategy. I don't. Come on. So, yes, is he being straightforward?
Oh, hell no.
Do you want him to?
No, God! No, God, please, no! 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 No!
We'll be, and it will be going all in on different people than you've done in the past.
Okay.
We'll be going all in. We've seen some things out of some of the players that we want to be all in on.
Obviously talking about his guys. We've seen some things on some of the players that we want to be all in on. Jerry, don't tell the world your strategy. Like, it's just what it is. Thank you. Like, on the cool. Like, You know, now if people want to just run with it and say all in meant the first 2 weeks of free agency and he lied to me, well, you know. All right. Cool. Like I say, click off.
And yes, I would say that you will see us this coming year not building for the future.
Up there it is. He gave it away right there.
We'll see us this coming year not building for the future.
Wait. So you ain't gonna see us this year basically drafting and picking guys for the future. So when did you do it before? Is it making sense? Y'all feeling it? Now, if you want to just stay mad, how many? Cool. It's cool. Listen. That's why I said it's not as bad as what we think. It's not as good as what we think. This is something they fully intended to do. And can we be honest? They have a real good track record of doing. Mostly. I would say about 90% though. This is the same Dallas Cowboys that went 12-5, 3 years. Isn't it? Is it? Or is this? Are we the Texans or something? Oh, we the Browns? Who like? We Philly? Ooh, what? Because they've been doing this strategy, right? Like, and see, and that's why I had to go back to the past, because I was showing, we was sensing it. We was over here like, bro, y'all trying to fire dudes, bro. This, and he just told you, like,
we've seen some things out of some of the players that we want to be all in on. And yes, I would say that you will see us this coming year not building for the future. It's the best way I don't say it. Man, that ought to answer a lot of questions.
See, and Jerry giving us a chance to be smart. He said that should answer a lot of questions. In other words, if you know this team and you know what you're looking at, I told you a lot in that, but I'm also not going to tell the whole world in layman's terms our off-season strategy. That's why I'm talking in code. It's Resurrection Sunday. It's somebody else that talked in code. Do you know who his name was? Jesus Christ of Nazareth. Do you remember he used to talk in parables? Do you remember that? So that a certain group wouldn't understand. And you had to have an ear to hear. I'm just telling you the truth. Now, like I say, if you want answers, you came to the right place. If you want to be mad,
you can't handle the truth.
Is this all it is? And he told you like an OG. That should tell you enough right there. If you know this team and you know what you're looking at, I'm telling y'all, we not doing the drafting for the future this year. We did it last year. It was a 2-year plan. This year, it's going to be about get the dude. Get that dude.
You want answers?
Miss Lockhart, they burning me on the likes. They burning me on the likes. Let's take a light break. Take a light break, man. Come on, y'all. Y'all getting that juice over here, bruh. Come on now. Y'all getting that juice, man. Y'all know where that juice is. That juice is over here, man. Independent life, baby. Real talk. This where the juice is. Y'all help this type of truth get out there, man. Because it's a lot of people that's playing us. It's a lot of people that's feeding off that all in. They feasting. They're feasting. They're making Jerry and them sound like they was hypocrites when really the whole time they telling you straight up. They just talking in code. They talking in parables. Just what it is. I mean, and that's why I said before I started the show, man, I don't do content to make y'all feel good. I just follow the evidence. That's all I do. I follow the evidence, right? And if the evidence is saying it's not as bad as what it looks, that's what I'm gonna tell you. Now, if the evidence look like we're being played and lied to, I'm gonna tell you that. So if you just want to stay angry because of Green Bay, okay, just say that. Just say that, bruh. Cause that mean ain't nothing I say go help you, cause you already they not all in, boss. They just finna be sorry. They getting ready to. I'm mad at them. I'ma stay mad. I'm mad. Yeah. Hopefully we got the likes up though, man. Did y'all hit that like yet? Did y'all hit that like yet? Yeah, I'm just trying to make sure. All right. You know. And that's why I said, man, sometimes I'm just keeping it real, man. People get bored. The people that get man, I almost can't stand people that love to stay mad. I be like, bro, shut up. Y'all had one fight 3 months ago and you still mad. Y'all had one argument. I like white cheese. You gave me yellow cheese on my nachos. You don't love me. I like white cheese. I'm gonna get a divorce. Man, goofy. It's all kind of people, man, that break up good things because they just like to stay mad. They think that's powerful. They think that shows I'm unmovable. I'm strong. Nah, you just stubborn. You're just hopeless. You gave up. Just say it. Keep it real with yourself. You gave up.
Finish him.
Yeah. But see, this is the funny thing. The whole time, even that was just speculation. But then last week, they went into full-fledged confirmation. If you really listen to last week when Stephen Jones and Mike McCarthy was talking, it went from all out speculation to full-fledged confirmation. See, because the whole time when I was saying it, when Tuck was saying it, when the OC was saying it, even when Jerry said it, it was still speculation. Let's listen to them from last week. And then I'm going to put it all together. Y'all give me 1 second. Here we go.
You mentioned Overshown earlier. Who are some of and Mozzie, who are some of the guys in their first or second year kind of in that position that make you comfortable with the relative lack of activity in free agency?
Well, a guy like Schoonmaker, I think, is going to step up, and he's only going to keep getting better. Another tight end, John Stevens, who we really liked, before he got hurt in the preseason. So, these things just evolve. Young players come around, and, we've got a good group of guys who are on the practice squad last year. Wanye Thomas was one of those guys the year before who then stepped up and played a big role on defense. I mean, there's, a group of players that will have, that'll have their chance to step up and make a difference. I mean, you got young guys who didn't play a lot. You got receiver like Brooks, when you may be looking at losing a guy like Gallup, can step up. Obviously, Tolbert made a big jump last year and think he's going to continue to get better in terms of what we've seen out of him. So, we just feel like, overall that we've got a really strong roster. We feel like we'll obviously.
Yeah. Full confirmation of the strategy. Full confirmation letting you know that we not tanking. Because there's a lot of people that think we tanking for Trey Lance and all kind of rumors. And I can see where people connect the dots if you think the only way to team build is through the first 2 weeks of free agency. If that's your dots that you connected, you are pissed. But if you pay attention to how we really been building and for the most part doing a good job of it, you can actually sit back and say, let's wait and see. Because on some of this stuff, we got to sit back and wait and see. We really do. We got to sit back and wait and see, bro. What do I mean? What do I mean?
You want answers?
See, let's not act like we wasn't the same Cowboy fans that was panicking about kicker. Do y'all remember that? I remember some panic on kicker. The Dallas Cowboys, they not serious about a kicker. They not serious. The Dallas Cowboys, they so cheap. They only try to get players out the USFL. Can we also bring out the fact that we got 2 Pro Bowlers out of there? Or we gonna just leave that out? Oh, we gonna leave that out, huh? Oh, just be mad. Just be doom and gloom. Just, all right. And see, listen, that's why I'm also doing this show tomorrow. I ain't gonna give it away. But hey, we gotta pick our times to be mad, man. It's certain things to be mad at. It's certain things like when it work, I'm gonna put it like this. I ain't gonna get into my content too deep, but I'm gonna tell you like this. If you come home with some Jordans, I don't credit you got them from Goodwill. If you come home with a $80 polo, I don't credit you got it from Marshalls. I know some of y'all don't want to hear that because you want to stay mad. I get it. I get it. You think, and I know you, I get it. You really believe that the only way to actually win a championship is through week 1. I get it. I'm at least on wait and see right now. I'm going to give him the chance because, yes, it does look bad on the shoes. Y'all know what I'm talking about on them shoes. If y'all been following my content, y'all already know when I talk about the shoes, I'm talking about defensive tackle. It's looking bad on them shoes. Yeah, them shoes look horrible.
Is it the shoes?
Yeah. Empty. And Mozzie is going to be out 4 to 6 months. But they also talked about some windows that's going to free up some potential talent, especially for defensive tackle. And I'm going to wait. I'm going to see. All right. Y'all said after the draft, there's a market. There's also a draft right before training camp. Yeah. And sometimes good fall out. I'm going to sit back. Sit back and watch. Because, see, yeah, we was all mad about Kicker. But then, why you so damn quiet when he made the Pro Bowl? See, don't be that type person where you critique where you was just critical as can be. But then when it work out marvelous, you say nothing. That's what I'm saying, man. And that's why I say, if you even think for 1 second that I do content to make you feel good, just click off the channel, man. Just click off. If you don't know me by now, just click off. Cause sometimes I'm gonna give y'all news that's bad that y'all didn't want to hear. But guess what? Sometimes I'm gonna give y'all good news. And guess what? Sometimes y'all don't even want to hear that. I'm just giving you real. It's just what it is. Yeah. And Coach Marv, I got you on that super chat. I got you on that. It's a good thought. I can't wait to get to it. I'm gonna take the super chats in just a minute. And Coach Marv gave 10 bones. Appreciate that, man. That's a lot of money. Appreciate that, Coach. I'm gonna get to that super chat. I ain't gonna leave you hanging. That's a good thought. And I'm gonna open up the phone lines. And then, I want to call in and we can talk about it. I was talking about the confirmation. I'm going to play one more clip. I could play about 3 clips. I'm going to play all the clips. OG in the building. My boy Roman Rome is in the building, man. Cowboy fans talk in the house, man. What's up, boy? It's always good. I love to see my brothers come in the building, all my content creative brothers, man. For real. And then I wanted to say this too, Rome. I always appreciate how you come in like humble and a servant, bro. Like Rome is way bigger than me, man, but he always he'll come in and say, y'all hit that like, or you know what I'm saying, he contribute, you know what I mean? Like he's a good dude, man, for real. Real good dude. But let me play this other clip, man, because I'm putting it all together for us to kind of settle in just a little bit. I do want us having passion and stuff, but I don't want us an angry mob. You know what I mean? I want us an intelligent, fair, because you don't get stuff done when you just move in anger. You know what I mean? You when you stop and really listen to the other side, look at the other side, right? And really weigh the pros and cons of what's been happening, it's really not as bad as what we think it is. I'm gonna talk about the downfalls of their way, because I do all the time, but this is not that particular show. Hold on real quick. Let me go back to what I was doing. Here we go. All right, y'all listen.
Yeah, sometimes you can't just keep everybody, and we do have young players like in Dorrance's case. We got a Sam Williams and guys like that, a Fahoko who we drafted mid-round that are ready to play and need more play time. And would tell you, and probably even a Dan would have told you, we didn't get Sam enough snaps last year, but it's hard.
See, that's why you got to go back to what did Tuck say? What did Tuck talk about? The wall. Didn't he say that wall got to come down? Do I need to play it again? Because Tuck killed that part. Tuck absolutely murdered it. Let me play that again, bro. Because just listen to Tuck, and we gonna go back to what Steven just said. Listen.
So for me, I agree with everyone. This was an absolute future draft, and I feel like that's
now. Remember, this was last year, and Tuck said this was a futures draft.
Future draft.
Boy, I'm telling you, man, new media be on it, man. But boy, it ain't nothing like new media. Don't you kid yourself.
Was an absolute future draft, and I feel like that's kind of the numbing effect when it comes to when we look at this draft for me personally. Because one, last year's class, it had a kind of a layer of injuries that had to happen for us to even see a lot of those players, Tyler Smith, even Deron Bland, and even Sam Williams kind of rotation. So I feel like even this year, there's an additional wall from last year's class.
Ain't that what Steven just said? Tuck was just a year ahead. That's all it was. He said the wall got to come down. And he was right. How you go see Sam Williams if you got Fowler and Armstrong re-sign? Just how in common sense world is that going to happen? How you go see this guy that ran a 4.4 barely getting snaps? When we go see that? When we go really watch that develop? I'm just asking a common sense ass question. Is that not common sense to ask that question? I'm just like, come on now. Ain't that common sense? Let me go back to what Steven said. I'm just keeping it real.
Time and would tell you, and probably even Dan would have told you, we didn't get Sam enough snaps last year. But it's hard when you got the Fowlers and you got the Dorrances to, those guys are a little bit ahead of them and they're young up and comers. But all of a sudden you give them the chance and they may be more productive than what was in front of them once given the opportunity. Obviously, we think a lot of Sam, and Dorrance did once Randy left. So, these things happen.
Confirmation now. It's no longer speculation. Confirmation. Yeah. See, we were speculating when we were saying it last year. We were saying, man, that looked like a budget draft. Man, something about that draft don't look like a contention draft. It don't look like y'all drafted to move us higher into contention. It looked like y'all was trying to budget. Oh, boss, come on, you being negative. Come on and win McClay, I trust. Boss, who are you? Just a YouTuber? Shut up, Negro. Shut up, boss. My boy DP Johnson in the house. Exactly. Come on, what boy DP? He said, 1 year ain't easy. Come on down front. What you got for us? That's what I'm talking about. You feel me? And see, then let me play Mike McCarthy. Then I'm going to take these super chats to get on the phone. But the whole design of this show was to put it all together, right? Because, see, if you listening to what's out there, you go wake up every morning mad as hell. But you go be mad at life. You gonna be like, man, the Dallas Cowboys are tanking. They're sabotaging Dak. What is this? Come on, Dallas. You can't be serious about all in. Come on. No, they serious, bro. They so serious that they went all in a year early. Boy, so y'all don't even feel me. Oh. Bro, if you draft all these dudes to replace the future dudes, you gotta fire them dudes. Why you go draft a year early to replace dudes and then keep the guys that you saying your strategy can replace? It makes no sense. You gotta stick it out. And we gotta be mature enough to wait and see. In my opinion. Cause I was one of them that was tripping on kicker. Me, can I raise my hand and be honest? Me. I was one tripping. And they was right. I was wrong. Oh, that guy's at the USFL. Who does he? Come on. And then when he was making 99% of the kicks, we was out going, yay! Woo! Yay! Woo! Yay! Oh, we don't want to give him no credit now. Oh, now we don't want to give him no credit. So is it about your idea or is it about the end result? You know what I mean? Just keep it real, man. Are we stubbornly trying to win only through free agency? Or can we be mature enough to say, hey, they say they got a plan. They done hit some home runs on some. I'm gonna give them a chance a little bit. I'm gonna give them a chance. Now, I did have to think. I had to kind of come to this over time. Oh, thank you, Westbrook. That's what I said too, bro. See, this is the thing, bro. Westbrook, friends for life. Turpin, like, yeah. Oh man, these guys at the USFL. How many times we go get mad at Pro Bowlers? Shit. Okay, I'll put it like this. If every time you put your finger in the USFL and you come up with a Pro Bowler, wouldn't you say keep putting your finger in it? Can I ask that question again? If every time you put your finger in the USFL, you come up with a Pro Bowler, shouldn't you keep doing it? Oh no, I don't like Goodwill. You're bringing home Jordans though. But it's cheap. It's Jordans, real ones. But it's cheap. They're used, boss. I want the free agent Jordans. Okay. All right. Listen, I can play the Mike McCarthy. I'm gonna just tell y'all, Mike McCarthy said the same thing Steven said, so I ain't gonna play. Y'all got all the evidence. Let's get into these super chats. She say Diddy shoes. Man, boy, Diddy is getting it. Woo, man. Diddy is getting it. Woo. I can't judge. Woo. Oh, my boy said, I don't like Goodwill. All right. Listen, y'all. I'm gonna give y'all a true story, and I'm gonna say it again tomorrow. All right. I'm gonna give y'all a true story. All right. Or whenever I do this show. All right. I got a show I'm finna do. Okay. At this show right here. Okay. Why are the Dallas Cowboy fans? So I already know the story that I'm gonna tell people. Okay. I'm gonna say it on this show, but it's a true story. A friend of mine named Al in Houston, right? He was my barber for a long time. Good dude, man. My boy, right? I went into his apartment. It's flush. Beautiful leather couches, projector, big old bed with this beautiful backboard. You know what I'm saying? Paints, pillows popping. I said, you selling dope, bro? I said, what you into, bro? Your crib laid. You a barber. I ain't judging, but bro. He said, everything in her a deal. Everything. He said, you see that projector? $6,000 projector? I paid $150. You see them leather couches? 3,000 leather couches? I paid $250. You see them leather curtains? I paid $10. I say, bro, how you do that? You know what he told me? I shouldn't tell y'all because this is a lick. Goodwill. He said, this how I do it. He say, I go to the Goodwills. That's on the outskirts of affluent areas. He say, where you got all them rich people unloading stuff just because they just. So when I bought my house, I had a wall full of eel skin. Eel skin. Okay. Al taught me how to hit them licks. Now, you come in my house, you looking at elephant skin on the wall. I had a built-in fish tank built into my wall. If you go try to get that done commercially, oh, you paying $50K. I paid $3,000. Now you come in my house, you see big old koi fish in the wall. You like, what you doing? We gonna talk about it. We gonna talk about it. My boy say leather curtains, high heat. Hey, it look good. You worried about the heat. I was worried about, well, that was single life. That was single boss. Bachelor boss. Oh my Lord. My boy Oscar say write notes. Listen, bro, I hate that I said it because I gave away a lot of game on that. I furnished my whole house doing what my boy told me. And you couldn't tell. You couldn't tell. So anyway. All right, man. Let me get to these super chats, man. All right, the first one coming from Coach Marv. Legendary coach. Marv. One of the smartest people I know, hands down. No cap. Very smart. Not even just football smart. Smart, period. Just his mind, you know. He's a special man, really is. Like his insight, oof, he cold. Coach Marr said, and I want you to call in because I might be missing something. I trust your judgment. We can fight it out. He said, boss, I agree with you on the young team building idea, but I don't agree with the development of young players and trust between young players and the coaches when the staff is all on 1-year deals. And I want you to call in on that because that's still not jiving to me quite yet, coach. You might be seeing a warning that I don't see because those are foggy glasses to me. I need you to clear that up to me. So call in. Let's talk that through when I open up the phone lines. Then I say, boss, do you think we double dip on wide receiver in this draft? I don't. But I can see it happening if it's the best players there. Because I do think we going for the best player this year. I don't think we drafting for the future. I think Jerry and them go do exactly what they said. I think Jerry go do exactly what he said. Because he said, and I repeat, well, let me just show the clip. Let me show the clip in case people need the reference.
And yes, I would say that you will see us this coming year not building for the future. Is the best way I don't say it. Okay. I mean, that ought to answer a lot of questions. Okay.
Ain't gonna be no futures draft this year. I don't believe so. I don't believe we gonna be this year sitting around like we was last year. Like, man, what was that, man? What was Scoon? Like, nah, I don't think we doing that this year, bro. And I know Jerry lies a lot. I get it. But I also been keeping up with this to know that Jerry been basically spot on. Yeah, I believe it. So you think we go draft for the future again? That's what you think? You think we go do a futures draft again? I don't think we doing that. I think we going best player. That's what I think. I could be wrong. Y'all could be right. You know. But I think we go with the best player. I think that's why I showed all the history, to show we was already foreseeing that last year. Okay, let me ask you a question. Out of the last 4 years, which draft was for the future? Answer the question, please. Yeah, I know he talk a lot. Out of the last 4 years, what draft? I'm just asking a simple question. Which draft was for the future, and what was the rest of the drafts? Yeah, Tyrone Church, he right. It was only last year. Did y'all have a problem with the draft the year before?
Oh, hell no.
Oh, did you have a problem with the draft the year before then?
Oh, hell no.
What about the draft before that?
Oh, hell no.
So out of 4 years, only one draft was a futures draft. The one we was saying. We was like that. They drafted for the future. Yeah. What they did is they said, we really don't have no hoes. That's what they did. They said, we really don't have no hoes. Like we all said, we was going 12-5 without the draft. We all said that last year. Yeah, I agree, Pastor Taft. I definitely agree, Pastor. Yeah, Dan Quinn was on some dumb stuff. Absolutely. So, and like I say, man, I'm not trying to give y'all no optimism. This is the evidence as how I see it and from my research. So to answer your question, we could possibly do it if they the best people there. And then on the super chat from this morning, he is risen, boss. Much love. Yes, he is, man. I'm so happy. Ooh, I'm so happy he is risen, because I wouldn't have no chance, bro. I wouldn't have no chance with it. Man. I need a savior, bro. I needed a savior bad. I need somebody that can quench this appetite. Only the Lord could, and he has. You know? So, anyway, next. Alright, man. So let's get on these phones. It's phone time. Let me make sure my phones ain't finna go dead. Oh, yeah, we got plenty. We got it. Hold on real quick. We got plenty. We got plenty of juice to take some calls. Alright, so here we go. Phone time.
Piling paper, got them talking nice to me. Down the bottle, it be going right through me. Brown baby, down to take a flight to me.
You are the only participant.
But it's light to me. Piling paper, got them talking nice to me.
Got them talking nice.
That's why the labels want the rights to me.
They want
CD
the rights.
on my back and it feel light to me. They think that I'm stunting, but it's light to me.
Alright, man. Y'all get on in here. Coach Marv already in here. Y'all get on in the building. Let me flash this number so y'all know where to call. We want to hear from the people. We want to hear from the executives. We want to hear from all the smart Cowboy fans. Yeah. Y'all give me 1 second, man. I'm getting everything ready to go. Oh, yeah. We got Coach Marv in the building. Y'all give me 1 second, man. All right, I'm gonna leave the phone lines open for a second. I'm gonna start with you, Coach Marv. What you got?
What's going on, boss? How you doing, brother? Man, happy Easter to you, man. Happy Easter to all the people out there in the chat, man, and listening, man.
Happy Resurrection Sunday. I don't say Easter.
Yeah, happy Resurrection Sunday, man. Yeah, that's what I usually say. I just know some people want to say Easter, but I don't even know where that word came from.
It came from a pagan god. Easter is a pagan female god. That's where the rabbits and eggs come from. That's why I'm like, nah.
Yeah.
But anyway.
Yeah. So, but listen, man. Probably it's very few people out there, other than me and you, boss, that really like the idea of,
The conference has been locked.
Hold on, say that again. Say that again, Coach, because I was locking the phone. Say that one more time. I missed it.
There's not a lot of people out there that has liked the idea. Me and you have always supported the idea of somewhat building through the draft.
Yeah.
As well as getting value, shopping at Marshalls with some pickups with free agents.
Right.
I really don't have no problem with that, because you're going to run into the problem that Jerry and Steven have with some of these drafts being what you saying, drafting for the future like this other draft. Because when you hit on 3 or 4 drafts, you don't have spots. It's going to be a draft after 2 or 3 drafts that you're going to say, okay, we're not trying to hit starters because we're going to stockpile a lot of players.
Right.
So you get to a point of that.
Wow. And that's what Jay Tuck perfectly called it, a wall.
Right.
Like a wall of talent. Wall. Yeah.
Yeah, you run into a wall of talent. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the guys they get on Marshall's deals are like on 1-year deals, because their feeling of those guys that they're bringing in is just a stopgap to get the guy that they drafted and maybe a year under his belt to get rolling in the NFL, which I can understand that as well.
Right.
That's a great formula. I have no problem with that formula.
Right.
I think that formula is built for longevity runs, not just a 1-year splash in the pan type run.
I agree.
Right?
Yep.
But I have one problem with that.
Okay.
When you've got a bunch of young players and you're trying to develop them, there has to be a trust and a confidence of security of the person that's coaching you is going to be there.
Yeah.
Because it takes a lot of trust for you to be developed by that guy and him to call you out on things or whatever. But when you're in this year where everybody's looking at every down, every game, and like, if it doesn't go well or something, we get, not everybody looking at the door. Now you start turning guys off. And when you start turning guys off, that hurts the development of all of these collections of young players that they have. I've never understood. Me and you, boss, we know about how they were talking about building the draft. Right. We understand the Marshalls type thing in some ways. In some ways, you got to get out the Marshalls thing, because here and there, you can't go all one type of way.
Right.
But I have never been a component. If you're going to do it that way, you got to make sure that the people who are constructing and putting this team together is going to get the maximum out of these guys.
Yeah.
If you don't get, because my aunt, see, my late aunt.
I'm sorry.
I can give you the story.
Okay.
Give you the story. My late aunt was always known in the family that can take anything from any place where you can go. She ain't had to have the decorate something. She ain't had to have. She could just take stuff and make stuff. And my grandmother used to say, she can make something look like it's $1 million because she know how to coordinate and make whatever you get, make it look like it's $1 million.
Right.
That's what great coaches do.
Yeah.
See, some coaches need everything, and every year you're gonna keep talking about they need some more. You're gonna say we need some more. Oh, they got to get another guy. They got to get another guy because there's never enough. Some coaches gonna have a number 1 offense and a top 10 defense, and then we're gonna come and say, oh, they need to get some more players. Yes, you may need to fix some things, but you don't need to overhaul everything because they didn't get the maximum out of everything on that roster, and the little things hurt. And that's the only problem I got. I can understand that the Cowboys saying, "Okay, we're gonna try to. We got stuff in the cupboard. We think highly of our guys." But there's 2 things: one, the longevity of the coaches, and then the second thing, you're hurting the confidence of this team. Because when I start hearing players start to come out and defend Dak, what are you telling these young players who trying to develop or trying to get their foot in the door, and they know that this guy is a quarterback that can win a Super Bowl, and you treat him like garbage?
Yeah.
So what West Coast said some of y'all trip on y'all show on the final word, and I agree with this one point he made. You have what I thought of this team this past year yes, we had some deficiencies in talent here and there, but I listened to every one of the Hall of Famers that spoke right after this season was over, and everybody's tone was about mentality and toughness to win and grind out and perform. That was the main topic of discussion. It wasn't about players, it was about the mental toughness.
Yeah.
West Coast made a comment that, on y'all thing. It says, what happens when things start going wrong? Yep. And you got to, in this season, because every season has that. Yep. What happens when things start going wrong, and then these young players, nobody knows what their future going to be. You don't know if the guy's coaching you going to be here. All this, you already seeing Dak here. You ain't putting the responsibility on him. He's doing all he can. He's almost won the MVP, and you act like you're going to just put him on the market. What happens when things go wrong and everything start going left, and then everybody start being self-preservation? That's the only thing I can see going wrong.
It's going to melt.
Yeah.
It's gas in the room. It's gas, for sure.
The mentality part of the Cowboys thing, what they're doing here, they're going with this mentality of, we're going to put everybody under pressure. It's all the nut. What he's saying is, it's all the nut. Do your job now. And that can work in some ways, but you can't, it ain't going to work when you're going total across the board that way.
Yeah.
Because the only people that ain't going to have to worry about their job is the GM, because the GM is on. Because in any other organization, the GM wouldn't go for that because he could be fired.
Yeah.
So that's what I see with that. But I'm not worried about offensive line. I like the Redshirts. I like Bass. I think the Cowboys have done a great job of getting guys that we have seen can play. All thing we got to do is they got to get playing time. And with time, Tyron, I love Tyron. But they probably say, hey, man, it's time to let somebody else play, and let's go through the growing pains with that, because Tyron's not going to play forever. So I can understand that. But you got to put the right chef in place to get the best out the meal that you got, boss. If you keep on playing around with chef, you'll keep on buying food and you'll keep on wasting it.
Yeah, Coach.
That's all I'm saying.
Appreciate the call, Coach. Good insight.
Appreciate it, brother.
All right, now that was Coach Marv. All right, so we got past the Taff.
What's good, boss?
What's good? Happy Resurrection Sunday.
Man, happy Resurrection Sunday. It's been a beautiful day, man. Beautiful day, man. Had the priesthood services, sunrise service at 6, and our regular service at 10. Just resting, man, and I'm up here watching on the NFL Network. They replaying the Miami game from the season. Boss, We should have been 15-2, dog. I don't really do this for business history, man, but we should have been 15-2, dog. It ain't no way. I'm looking at some of the stuff that Dan Quinn. That's when I put that in the chat. Man, it's like late in the first half, and this is like Dan Quinn on some dumb stuff, man. Folks wide open. And it's got to be scheme. I don't think it's all necessarily just talent. And I'm just like, I don't know, man, but you know, it is what it is. But the Miami game, the Arizona game, and the Eagles game, those are games we should have won. That's when we played the Eagles at the Eagles.
Yeah.
And I'm just looking at this stuff, man. We be in the game, man.
Yeah.
And here's the thing, we not even playing our best, and we be in the game.
Yep.
What in the world is wrong?
Yeah. Yeah.
Like, I don't know if this is, a lot of this was before Jimmy went into the Ring of Honor. So I don't know if there was some stuff happening with that. But I'm just looking at this, and I'm just trying to like wrap my mind around why were we doing some of the things we were doing. And Miami was playing very aggressive in that game, and we still was in it. You know, just a poor execution, of course, when Luke fumbled. Had we scored on that first drive, that would have changed everything, the whole 10 of the game.
Yep.
Just little stuff like that. Same thing with Arizona. Had Micah played his keys and not overrun the play and let Joshua Dobbs get that long run, that would have changed that whole game.
Yep.
And then in the Philly game, man, had Dak, you know, just looked up a little bit, and well, I should say that. Had Gallup caught the pass in the first half when we was driving, we could have gone to the halftime being up 21-14.
Yeah, they fumbled 4 times that Philly game, and we didn't recover one of them. Any one of them changed the game.
What is going on, man?
Yeah.
I'm like, what is going on, man? So like, I'm not even concerned, to be honest with you, about. I know we draft well. Yeah. I agree with you. Undrafted free agents, that's our gold mine.
Yep.
And I wasn't even thinking about, you know, this new UFL, you know, and the truth is, watch these folks gonna try to copy us now.
Yep.
But now that you got 2 leagues together, it's gonna be some studs coming out of.
Yep.
If some of the key pieces that we need will come out of there that we may be able to need to get that. And, you know, and along with the draft and everything, man. So I ain't tripping on that, man. We got a tough schedule, though.
Yeah, we got a tough
schedule. Ain't no joke.
Yeah.
It ain't no joke this year. But yeah, man, we still can win the East. It's just a matter of how we execute against Philly. Because Dan Quinn ain't going to turn Washington around that quick. And we know what the Giants are.
Yeah.
So it's just a matter of, like, what can we do with Philly? Can we just really match their intensity?
Yeah.
And if we can do that, we'll be fine, man. But yeah, I just wanted to add that in, man. I'm like, I'm up here getting mad on Resurrection Sunday watching this game, man. Like,
how you getting mad on Resurrection Sunday?
Bro, like Jesus out the grave, man. Jesus out the grave, the tomb empty, and I'm up here watching this game. You know, I had a good Sunday, and I'm watching this game. Like, what in the world are we doing, bro? That's all I want to say, bro.
Oh man. Jesus, hey, Jesus done saved our soul, and Dallas still pissed us off.
You know what I'm saying, man? You know what I'm saying? I preached about that today too. I was talking about how, you know, we need to be zealous for Christ. You know, we be zealous for everything else. We ain't zealous for Christ. But then I said, what did the Cowboys do? You know, because I'm up in the DMV. So I said, what did the Commanders do except take your money and break your heart? I asked them that. And I was like, what do the Cowboys do? Just run up your blood pressure because they keep doing goofy stuff.
Oh man. I appreciate it, Pastor. That was a good call.
Appreciate you too, man. Be blessed, bro.
Thank you. Be blessed. Man, that was a good call.
All right, peace.
All right, peace. That's Pastor Taft, man. All right, Chris 24. Hold on, Chris 204. Don't go nowhere. Don't go nowhere. 469, you live.
Hey, what's up? Oh, yes, sir. This is Austin Westbrook. Corey, what's up, boss, man?
Man, what's up, bro?
Hey, man. Say, I heard some good news in that thing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm praying for you, you know what I'm saying? Heard some real good news, you know what I'm saying? So that's all I wanted to say. And let's talk about the Cowboy.
Yeah, man, and also, do this is the thing. DM me. I'm dead serious on that. Let's talk. What's on your mind, bro?
Oh, yes, sir. Man, I'm going to be on the same thing, man. I ain't still talking about nothing on offense. I ain't worried about offense. I'm strictly on that defense, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Hey, man, I need Michael Parsons following Eric Kendricks everywhere he go, man. I need him to really, because for Eric Kendricks to choose to say, I don't want to go to San Francisco and go to NFC Championship, Super Bowl, and let's keep right, you know what I'm saying? I want to come here and build some of my own. I mean, I feel like we got to give him more, admiration for that because, I mean, not too many people going to bet on that stuff like that. Like that is Dallas with the spotlight on you like that. Like, that's crazy. So I hope Michael watching and seeing, and I need Michael following him so he can be, one of the linebackers that can, replace him eventually. And, man, Dan Quinn did us dirty in that playoff game. I ain't going to lie to you, but man, I don't think DeRon Bland, he was all pro. He was. Do y'all really think he deserved to be all pro on the second half of the season?
No.
I mean, I'm not saying he was living off the interceptions or nothing like that.
Westbrook,
you know what I'm saying? But maybe, you know what I'm saying, Dan Quinn didn't put him in the right spot. Et cetera, et cetera. But I thought he started stumbling himself a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So, and he been playing good since he even got to Dallas. Even his rookie year, he was cold. So, I think he started stumbling himself a little bit. And I think he'll come down to earth and come back to be a great player. But, yeah, man, I'm on this defense, man. I'm telling you, man, hey, everybody want to talk about Dak Prescott. Nah, man, that defense is what let us down in that playoff game, man.
Yeah.
Jordan Love, like y'all said, is my last point. Y'all talk about, yeah, man, y'all had safeties and linebacker, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's like taking a job in his face, like, yeah, but we knew y'all was trash. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, and I think that's just a wake-up call. Like, if that's not a wake-up call to you and your defense, your franchise, that, yeah, but we was going into the game, you knew y'all was trash. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
And if we supposed to be the best defense in the league, we supposed to have the best defensive player in the game, in the 7th seed, youngest team in the league, going into the game like that, and we want to talk about Dak Prescott? I mean, I don't know. Hey, man, I'll be on here all day. I just love the content, man. I love you, boss, man.
Man, I love you too, bro.
Happy Passover, like you said.
Yeah, bro.
And, man, man.
Yeah.
Go Cowboys.
Hey, I got your number, too. I'm going to call you after the show. It's going to come from an 832
yes,
number.
Sir.
All right, bro. Love you, bro.
Yes, sir.
For real.
Yes, sir.
Man, Westbrook, man. Good dude. Yeah, man. All right, my last call. Dude from my hometown, man. You know what I'm saying? So, Chris 214.
What's up, boss?
What's up with it?
Not much, man. Happy Sunday. Hope everything well with you.
Yeah, it's good.
Sure. Hey, I want to talk about the draft. Do you think that going into this draft, at what round should we choose a D tackle?
Round 5.
About round 5.
Yep.
I was gonna say, I was gonna say probably like the 3rd round.
Why? And what do you expect the guy to do?
Well, just like you say, I feel like D tackle. I mean, the first 2 years, of course. I mean, it's really gonna be like a learning curve.
Right.
Not giving up on Mozzie. I'm not giving up on Mozzie.
But you should be concerned about Mozzie. Every one of us should, right? Knowing that he ain't gonna be back for 4 to 6 months. So we got to get some shoes. We got to get some shoes from somewhere.
Yeah.
Now, if we, go ahead.
Oh. And I was gonna say about hey, what's that guy that we he came out of like San Diego State. They're trying to make him into like a D tackle.
Carl Davis?
No. He's I want to say he's like a Samoan. What's that dude's name? I think Fihoko.
Yeah, Fihoko. Yeah.
Yeah. Are they really trying to make him a D tackle?
Nah. They said they mentioned him for defensive end. They mentioned him for
really?
Yeah. Steven just talked about that. Yeah.
Okay. But I think he can do both.
I think he can play the 3 for sure.
Yeah,
I don't trust. Yeah, and I see him as a pass rushing 3. I don't see him as a run stopping 3.
Gotcha. Okay, and my last point. The reason why I had did that super chat, like the doubling up on the wideouts.
Yeah.
Could you think that they'll be like trying to say if we have like an injury towards Cooks or anything, or if old boy Tolbert don't take that leap that we all thought?
Nah. I see them taking a receiver if he just too big of a value to pass up. But I definitely see us looking at receiver like we don't have to do anything.
Gotcha.
Because you heard them talk about Brooks, right, from South Carolina. You know what I mean? And you know how we are about our guys. We're going to want to see those guys get some reps, right? So
yeah,
I don't even think they too worried about Tolbert not taking a step. I think they have enough people in that room to where they think they gonna be okay. They getting ready to pay CeeDee Lamb. They gonna lean on to me, CeeDee Lamb and Cooks, and they gonna have some people fight it out for the number 3 and number 4. They also could be trying to give Turpin a bigger role. You know what I mean? That could happen too.
I ain't even think of that. That's right.
They could. And see, keep in mind too, one more thing. All of them was new to this offense, bro. This is where all of them going into year 2 of this offense should be better. And our offense was already number 1, number 2. We was always battling Miami for the top spot. That's not bad when you battling Miami, man. Come on now. How many more weapons do Dak need? I mean, Lord. Now, if you end up giving him one, he gonna do something with it. He gonna definitely do something with it. But I can see us also saying we good.
Gotcha. All right, boss. Well, I really do appreciate everything, man, because I know just what you do, bro. It's not easy, and like it's real, man. It's real easy to get mad and be grumpy about how, you know what I'm saying, but just like you say, that really don't serve a purpose. So yeah, man, but just keep doing what you're doing, bro.
Okay. Yeah, man. Appreciate it, bro. And I will, man. Keep me in your prayers and happy Resurrection Sunday.
Oh, yeah. Yes, sir.
All right, big dog. You too. Oh, man. My boy, listen, y'all, listen. Everybody need to follow Last Second Sports. Trust me. This is a good channel. It's a very good channel. If you wanna keep your ear to the ground on San Fran, it's one of the best. And I do I be sneaking over there all the time. I be listening to the enemy, man. Cause see, he quality. See, I ain't gonna send y'all to no troll. I ain't gonna never send y'all to somebody that's gonna talk trash. He might let out a little sneak diss like this. Like, this is a sneak diss right here. This is a slight sneak diss. He say, man, Kyle Hurd said the 49ers would be the Cowboys if they pay Purdy. How dare he do us like that? See, that's a quality little sneak diss. Yeah, you know. It's a little bit of disrespect to Purdy, but let's all keep it real. Purdy is no Dak Prescott. And I'm not even, listen, man, I'm not even taking no shots. But we know that. Like, come on now. I think if Dak Prescott was San Francisco's quarterback, y'all would have won 2 Super Bowls. My boy say, yeah, it's all love, Brody. You know that. Keep up the, yeah, man. You too, man. And trust me, y'all. Listen, trust me. This is a good channel, bro. So I recommend that everybody. This is very good content about San Fran. Like, I had a real good feel of what was going on with Trey Lance. Not by my own research. All I did was go look at the old research from Last Second Sports. Whoo, I'm talking about, he broke it down like a detective. You know, like the work that I do over here for like the Cowboys, he like that over there. So if you got ever any questions about San Fran, go subscribe, like the homie channel. And then, like, let's say if you just curious about their offseason moves or what's going on with them in training camp, because I do keep up with my competitors. I do. You know what I mean? I like to see what the enemy is doing, you know? Just trust me on that. He also a good dude. I do got some bonus content from y'all, man. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all this. Because obviously, man, we've been hearing more and more stories of potential reunion with Zeke, right? And some Cowboy fans have a problem with it. I really don't, because I'm gonna tell you why. First of all, can you really trust, and let's keep it real, right? Can you really trust? And who is the closest to a complete back other than Rico? If Rico go down, which is likely gonna happen, who you got? You go trust Deuce in their pass blocking? You go trust? Yeah, come on now. Yeah, and he knows the offense. Yeah, he knows the offense. And so if you're expecting him to be old Zeke, I don't think we might see that no more. I think them days is like gone, potentially. But at the same time, even if we come out there and we'll pass an offense, who you want blocking? Cause see, yeah, my boy Westbrook with the super chat. Hold on real quick. My boy Westbrook, he say, Cowboy fans try to take away Zeke's 12 TD. I know, bro. See, you bro, I just.
Bring it real back. He be speaking his mind. That boy with the shit.
And Westbrook be speaking his mind. I don't know why they do that. You know what I mean? And we had some red zone issues last year. But it's some people. But in my opinion, bro, it's kind of simple to me. I ain't gonna even make it that hard. It's kind of simple to me. Who else was out there, bro? Him and Cooks. That's it. And you know, if we bring in Cook, if we bring in Cooks, y'all know what they gonna treat him like a bastard. The best chance of anybody being treated any kind of way fairly is one of their old guys. Just keeping it real. Yeah, and see, this is a good point. I don't know if this is quite accurate, because I think Tony Pollard averaged more. He said Zeke good for 2.8 yards per carry, more or less. I think TP had higher than that. I think he was like 4. It was less than when he was the second back, but I think it was more than that as the feature back. I would also want to go see how and when New England was using him. Because a lot of people, they like to do analysis by data only. I think you always make a mistake when you look at players by data only. Because if you look at him averaging 2.8 yards per carry, but then I would have to look at it and say, when was they using him? Was they using him to be a closeout back? Was they using him to be first down back? Like, how was they using him? My boy said, I would like to take a fly on J.K. Dobbs. I haven't even done a lot of research on J.K. Dobbs, but I've been hearing a lot about J.K. Dobbs. I haven't, man. Y'all gonna have to catch me up on J.K., bro. I'm gonna be honest. I'm not even hip on J.K. and what he was doing. This ain't been the best offseason to me in terms of me digging deep into research on potential free agents. I'm just gonna be honest. You know what I mean? I look, but I didn't look how I usually look, man. Life. But yeah. So let me just ask y'all a question. Would y'all take J.K. Dobbs over Zeke? I'm gonna just throw that out there. Would y'all take J.K. Dobbs over Zeke? Because after they let free agency get swallowed up, I mean, I just feel like, so yeah, my boy Tyrone Church say no. You know what I'm saying? And then Coach Marv with the super chat. Hold on real quick. Coach Marv say, he said, I want Zeke, but boss, is the front office trying to wee-woo Dak with his guy Zeke? Oh, I didn't even think of that. Oh, I didn't even think of that. It could be nefarious like that. Shout out to my boy Landlord. Or I think they just got swallowed up, coach. I think they let free agency drop. I think they was thinking free agency for running backs was gonna do like it did last year. See, last year, them running backs was waiting a while to get their money. They was waiting. Yeah. So I think they bought into, matter of fact, I got the evidence. Let me show the evidence. Let me show the evidence. I forgot that I had the evidence. Let me pull this out. Y'all give me 1 second. This is definitely flying a plane, so I have to find it. Y'all give me 1 second. Here we go. Y'all check this out. I got you. Here we go.
Supplement that with the draft, and as I said, I still think we'll be signing some veteran football players that will ultimately help us out.
Running back, is the draft lineup for you there?
Yeah, I think there's players at all levels in the draft, and wherever that makes the most sense and brings the most value, and value compared to what at another position. But Mike, very comfortable. Him and Shotty are very comfortable. That we can find running backs that can have success here. We've done it in the past. We brought a veteran in McFadden one year, and I think he ran for 1,100, 1,200 yards. So
now remember, he was also washed up too when he came over from the Raiders. He was a washed up running back. So I know a lot of people ready to fully throw away Zeke, but sometimes, man, when you put people in different environments, they do better. It's true, because don't act like that's impossible when we also need old McFadden run for like 1,100 yards in 10 games.
The running back position, as we all know, you can find really good backs, and you put them in a good situation, they can have success.
See, that's confirmation to me that they bought into the any running back can do philosophy.
Running back position, as we all know, you can find really good backs, and you put them in a good situation, they can.
Yeah. See that right there. that made me believe that's why they missed the first wave of free agency, because they, in their mind, you can just find really good backs. Because see, it's a lot of people that's still under the, I call it nerd theory, you know, where they think you can just go get anybody and put them in there and they go, And see, the other team showed you that whole theory is dead. There's a reason why all them running backs went so fast, you know. So, but that's a very good super chat, Coach. That's something to think about. That's something I will think about. You know, I also think that I think they think running back is like, you know. So anyway, man, y'all definitely come back. I'm saying I'm gonna do this show tomorrow. That's the goal. It's ready to go. It's just that I got a lot going on. So I'm gonna try to do my best to get to this show tomorrow, but I'm crunked to do this show. This is a show that's a show that's worthy, right? That I think we also need. I think we need this as a nation, man, because I do agree that they failed in free agency, and I will say that. I want y'all to hear me out. Because I like some of the things that I see does not mean that I'm co-signing what they did in free agency. I'm not co-signing the lack of activity. I'm not. But I'm also not so angry to where I'm gonna throw away all the babies with the bathwater. I'm not gonna do that. You know, I see some good. I see the fact that, just keeping it real, it is bold as hell to have this type of all-in strategy. It's bold to draft guys a year early to fire guys a year later. This is a 2-year plan. How can you not be all in with an aggressive plan like that?
Boss Cowboy Sports, where your voice matters.
Look, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, moving too bossy, we don't tread softly, but not flossy, the streets that taught me, I'm just trying to get my nigga paid. We came from Section 8, and I knew I was at since the 2nd grade. Man, I swear my time is coming, cause I'm never late. Came from broken homes and broken dreams to getting paid. Dollar bill, listen close, this is not a drill. Niggas hungry trying to get a meal. I've been in light, who gon' pay a bill? I've been in action, been attraction, surplus with niggas lacking, shining light but still be blacking, red lights will stop the action, green to go, even when it's slow. Higher heights to balance out the lows. Can't ride the wave cause you ain't got a boat.